I can hear you.
Are you ready to trade hair yet?
I've got a little bit now. Look at this. This is the longest my hair's been in a while.
Wow. What's that about? Are you doing, I don't know, no head shave December or
It's been a little cold.
Oh, does it provide
I've been
that
a little
much
lazy.
warmth?
Yeah, it's like a little bit of fluff keeping me
Did you
warm
put your
right
clippers
now.
in the box already?
Yeah.
So how do you bald?
I have 3 steps to bald. There's like the dog razor.
Okay.
You know, that gets the thick stuff, and then you have the balder, which is like a big circular thing that scrubs your hair. And then you lather it up with the whipped cream, and you take the blade to it.
Oh.
And then after that, you do all the little pieces of TP on all the spots that are bleeding profusely, and you're bald.
So you've done the full Walter White. You've taken straight razor to scalp.
Yep.
Do you really cut yourself that much, or are you just saying you cut yourself that much?
There was one day I went to work without knowing that I had a blood streak down the back of my head. Like, just bleeding that I didn't notice, didn't feel it, didn't look in the mirror on the back of my head. I can't see what's going on back there. I don't know what's going on. So,
there's that movie where the girl's in the shower and there's the young Asian boy that's in the back of her head. You know what I'm talking about? I always had a fear of that. I think it was there's that
you always had a fear you had a young Asian boy in the back of your head?
You never had that? No, I was just too young. I was like 12. It's that it was a foreign film and then they made an American version, but the boy was still Asian and he's small and pale and he falls down the stairs weirdly. The Ring. I thought Ring was the girl. Is the Ring not the girl? Or is the Ring girl and boy?
There's Ju-on, I think.
Okay.
And then there's the Ringu.
Okay.
Ringo.
I think I'm thinking of Rango. But yeah, there's a shot where she's in the shower and she's like, "Oh, what's in the back of my head?" And she doesn't know it, but we're the audience, and there's just the face of the Asian child like densely in the back of her hair. And because I can't see back there, I always feared that as a child. The other thing is I would only get scared of movies when they would subvert the tropes that you'd known to trust. So like you'd watch a scary movie, you knew if I keep my back to a wall, I'm safe. If I'm in bed or a back to my wall. Well, then you watch Jason and they're banging on the bed. The machete comes under the bed. Not safe anymore.
Oh,
so then I'm like, okay, I can still post up against the wall and I'm safe. Then not Freddie Fazbear, does he have a last name?
The guy with the hands?
Yeah.
Freddy Krueger.
I forgot he had a last name. Freddy Krueger.
He's like Madonna. He just goes by Freddy.
Yeah. There's a Freddy Krueger movie where his hand starts morphing through the wall. And then as a child, I went, I guess I'm going to die then. I guess I'm just fucked. And that really upset me because I just went, I can't.
If you just get 3 friends and you stand in the middle of the room back to back to back to back and you all hold a knife out, unless they drop from the ceiling, I think you're good.
No, because then what if we each have 3 Asian boys in the back of our head colluding and they've got knives facing each other, stabbing us in the back?
Then honestly, props to the little Asian boys because they got this shit figured out. They know how to get the killing.
Can I call this episode Little Asian Boys Got It Figured Out? Anyway, that is our intro. Welcome to the What Are My Options podcast. We were at 90 subscribers. We're almost to 100 already. Real quick, Kyle, nice new shirt. That's a new one. I assume you got that on the sale. I've never seen you wear that one.
It's punk. Wow.
It's punk boob. Very nice.
Punk boob.
Kyle's been in the middle of moving, so we are filming this Wednesday at midnight, basically, which means I have 10 hours to edit it, publish it, and get it on Spotify and YouTube.
Yeah, we'll try and keep this as brief as possible. This would be a funny episode to be 4 hours long because
it'd be inconvenient for both of us. Yeah, because you just got to your dad's house. Did you go to your dad's house just to film the podcast because your desk is here, or are you staying the night here?
I left my computer stuff here.
Okay.
I knew we had to film one more episode. After this episode, I'm probably packing up all my computer and we'll hopefully have internet by next week.
Okay.
Or I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, we'll see. Because next week is already complicated because I won't be able to.
Jesus.
Yeah. Because of Jesus, he has this in the commandments. I can't edit the podcast on Wednesday or Thursday because I have to go to Arkansas for Christmas where my computer is not. So hopefully we either film it Tuesday. If you can possibly film Monday. What is that? Is it a meatball with like tomato sauce? Oh, it's a cookie.
Yeah, my grandma sent me a little baggie of meatballs for the holidays.
No, so if we could record somehow sometime before Tuesday, that way I don't have to edit, till 3 a.m. Tuesday, because between Tuesday and Friday I will not be home. But we'll see what we can do. If I got to film solo, because I almost had to film solo this week because I didn't think we were going to have this. It was like, all right, we'll do Oops All Tre.
I almost wanted to do that just because I thought of you sitting in front of a camera being like, hey guys, how's it going? It's me.
This once again reminds me that you don't watch podcasts. Most people do one-man podcasts.
There's one-man podcasts
We're
out
Twitch
there?
streamers. How are you so confused about how a one-man podcast would work? Have you ever watched a zero-view Twitch streamer?
Well, that's just sad.
I always, sometimes I'll go back to, the small streamer subreddits where it's, follow for follow. And the top question is always, how do I get new viewers? And people are always, you just go, oh, you talk, you entertain. They go, yeah, how do I talk with no chat? Aren't I an insane person? It's like, what do you think people who've done YouTube for 20 years are doing? Do you think they're, if you think it's insane to talk to yourself, you shouldn't be a Twitch streamer.
My first year on Twitch is just the most saddest thing ever, because what it is you're talking with 0 views, and you're like, well, I'm recording. If something funny happens, I'll have a clip. And then your viewer count goes up to 1. And suddenly, you are now trying to be the most entertaining human being on the face of the planet so that they stay. And they never do.
It always scares people off when you shift like that, because they've clearly...
Oh, yeah.
I had an app that would tell me... I had the user list up. I had Chatterino early days. So if somebody entered my chat, didn't type, I could see their name in the viewer list.
That's
and
evil.
I would immediately be like, oh, hey, Steve104, how you doing today? And they'd be like, okay, I'm going to go now, you fucking freak. I would call out every chatter that even lurked for a second the moment they lurked.
Because then it's like, they're peeking, and suddenly you've grabbed
them and
you dragged them in.
And they don't know how I know they're there. That's going to be... Yeah, there's so many things where you're just going, clip that, guys, yo, guys, clip that, yo, clip that. Over every... It's just... There's so many weird things you do as a first Twitch streamer. But anyways, this is the What Are My Options podcast. We call it the What Are My Options podcast because we hate each other.
Yeah.
I had a 30-mile-per-hour event.
If you tell me that the goddamn copy of a Grinch DVD was the hard challenge, I'm going to lose my mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Grinch. This might be the whole podcast is the story that I'm about to share. This is why I was like, I guess I could do a solo podcast because you're recording, by the way, right?
Yeah, I'm recording.
Okay, thank God.
Are
Just
you?
checking. I'm recording. I can see it right there. It is recording. Okay. So, Kyle told me last week when you recorded, my options were to take a selfie with a copy of a physical media representation of one of the 3. There's 3 Grinch movies. And did you know the highest grossing Christmas movie of all time is The Grinch, 2016's The Grinch?
Doesn't feel like it deserves it.
I know. Shout out Tyler, the Creator. With a greasy black peel. Have you heard that soundtrack? I have. We'll get to that. Anyway, my second challenge was to learn and recite from memory, no notes, the Grinch theme. And you said it didn't have to be perfect. There just had to be effort there. And then number 3 was I had to become the Grinch and get a photo or video in public where other people could see me as the Grinch. And if I was to say I did 2 out of the 3 challenges and you had to guess which the 2 were, you'd guess wrong. Because it sucked so hard, because I'm at a point where I'm desperate. We're late in the year. We're tied 10-10, and I don't like to lose, let alone I don't want to lose this bet. So I'm like, I'm getting 2 minimum every week. I wanted 3 this week. And so when you don't get 1, I have to do the other 2. So I immediately started learning the Grinch theme. The Grinch theme I chose to learn because the one that everyone knows is 5 minutes long. It's a 5 minutes, 8 verses. Only 2 of the verses are good. The rest are like, swishy, swashy, you're a little bitch, you little idiot, you dumbass bitch. And it's just like nonsense. And so I went, okay, the Grinch movie must have its own version that's even simpler. There's a 1:15 version from 2016's The Grinch by Tyler, the Creator. And I listened to that song probably 100 times this week on loop, hoping I would pick it up. It's so bad that you're a Grinch with a greasy black peel. The song ends, there's 15 seconds of silence, and then children go, bad banana. And so, like, I'm driving the car with my wife, and she's like, can we change the station? I go, no. I had to learn Tyler, the Creator's You're a Mean One.
Oh.
And so I did that, and I eventually gave up on it. I didn't bring where's my phone? Oh, no. Okay, hold. I gotta grab my phone. Okay, so I'm gonna send you a video. There's gonna be a couple of these today. I produced a lot of content.
Oh, boy.
And this is my attempts at the Grinch song. I'll cut it in, so you just talk over it. You let me know when you hit play. The song is not... so, because the song is so long, the video is 5.5 minutes.
Is this OG, or is this the new version?
So I went back to the OG. Even though it was 3 minutes longer, the Tyler, the Creator version was so bad, and there's so much singing, and it's like, do I learn the children? Because he's like battle rapping with the children. And I was like, do I battle rap myself? Like, it's when you try to do, what's the song? Like Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody, where you try to do all the parts.
Oh, yeah.
So this was the first thing I did while searching for the DVD, which, you're like, that's the easiest challenge. It's the top grossing Christmas movie in every version. Everyone loves it. It's the holidays. I love going to the flea market where there's millions of movies.
If that's the one you couldn't do, it's the funniest thing in the world, because initially when I gave you that challenge, you told me I own it.
And it's only
and you went to grab it. And you didn't have it.
You're going to... Listen, we're gonna take it bit by bit. So this is the first challenge that I did accomplish.
What are my options? Video titled Need One.
This is an unlisted video. Maybe I'll make it public at some point. You let me know when you hit play. I filmed this, I think, at 2 a.m. I think I say that because I was singing quietly because Priscilla was sleeping. So you let me know when we hit play on this, and we'll talk over it.
I'm hitting play right now.
This is Tre auditioning for the part of man who really hates the Grinch. I look... like I'm on cocaine.
I studied the Tyler, the Creator version for 48 hours before getting really upset that it exists. And so I went back to the classic. I watched a few karaoke versions.
It's great.
Studied the Genius Notes to understand the true hatred that they have for this poor old man. 6 verses, by the way. And Kyle said I didn't have to nail it perfectly, but there had to be effort, and I think my effort will show here. It is 2
I hope my effort shows.
So
I'm so greasy.
Singing, not singing, because my wife is sleeping and she has to be up in 4 hours. So,
you imagine waking her after a whole week? She just hears you singing.
I'm so lucky to be in a married relationship at this point. Again, after you see these other videos.
The instrumental pulled up here.
All right.
Instrumental. That's what I'm hearing here for audio cues. He didn't say I couldn't have that. He said I couldn't have the lyrics.
Yeah, the instrumental's really quiet, so we didn't get taken down if I cut this in.
Yeah.
So you're going to get the best edit, and if people are really nice, I'll post the bad edits.
Oh. How many? Okay, attempt number 5. Okay. I was like, how many attempts? Here we go.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. Yours cuddly. No, I already fucked it. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are. Heel, cactus, eel peel.
It's a terribly written song.
Heel, cactus, eel peel. 8 attempts later.
Heel, cactus, eel peel.
Poor soul.
Heel, cactus, eel peel. Heel, cactus, eel peel.
Heel, cactus, eel peel. Like going back in time and trying to describe the Grinch. Here we go.
You're a mean one. Mr. Grinch, you really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus, you're as cuddly as an eel. You're a greasy black banana with
I'm glad I have the text there so you can see how
black
off I am.
I'm early. I'm definitely early. I'm allowed to be early, though.
You're a monster.
You're a monster, Mr. Grinch. You
They're so mean to
have
him.
a hole.
You have a hole.
There's a whole bunch of spiders and they're eating up your soul, Mr. Grinch. I'm early again. And then he says,
I wouldn't touch you.
I wouldn't touch you with a 39.5-foot
Nailed that.
pole.
Nailed that.
You're a vile one,
Oh,
Mr. Grinch.
termites.
Termites in your smile. Something, seasick crocodile.
It's a crocodile.
If I had to choose between the two of you, I'd choose
I know the bangers.
a seasick crocodile.
Is this how you think the singer sounds, by the way?
Oh yeah, that is how he sounds. We're gonna get taken down
You're a
just because
foul
of me.
one, Mr.
This
Grinch.
part goes hard. Watch this.
You're nasty.
I'm about to
nasty slut. He says this is where it
Slut?
gets crazy. Your heart
He
is
says that, it's
full
crazy.
of nuts and bolts. You're a real piece of shit, Mr. Grinch.
This verse.
The three words that best describe you are as such and as follows: stink, stank, stunk.
Yes.
Nailed it.
You're a real bitch, man, Mr. Grinch. You're a king of sinful thoughts. Your heart's a old apple. You honestly smell like shit, dog. You should kill yourself. This
should be the
I'm
one they
so
play
lost.
on the radio.
I think we're on verse 5. You're a piece of shit.
Piece of shit.
You whore.
You gotta
Okay,
release
Mr.
this.
Grinch. With a nauseous nos.
If we ever make a
Nauseous,
Christmas
nauseous
album, this is on it.
You're a crooked jerky jockey, and you drive a crooked.
You got
house,
the jerky
Mr.
jockey?
Yeah, I remember in very specific
Grinch. What's a
parts.
crooked house? I don't know. You're a 3-decker sauerkraut and toadstool sandwich
Damn.
with arsenic sauce.
That's a 1-to-1 recreation. We're getting taken down for that.
That's incredible.
It's the longest song in America. It's crazy how long that song
I feel like
is.
I was there for hours.
The only good verses in that song are the first 3 verses and the 6th. Verse 4 and 5 should be. It's just he's like, dog. Hold on. Can I pull up that Joel Havard video?
Have you seen the Joel
I'm
Havard
just gonna
video?
put a clip of this.
Wow. Shame about the rest of the song.
It's just a test that you are inbred,
I'm fucked.
Mr. Grinch.
This feels bad.
You don't know how to read. I cannot stress enough how much you love to suck down pee, Mr. Grinch.
Anyway,
Is that like the first diss track ever? I mean,
it's so mean.
it's so mean. They say you're a mean one, Mr. Grinch, and then they just call
You
him a
have
piece of
termites in your
shit for 5 minutes.
smile. If I had to choose between the two of you, I'd pick a seasick crocodile. If I had to choose 3 words to describe you, it'd be stink, stank, and skunk. They're all just the same word. So the Who's are some hater assholes. So
Yeah.
I feel like I get the point on that. I don't know. I feel like it was very accurate.
You deserve a point on that.
Huge. So then,
I don't know if I want to see a photo of you as a Grinch.
so I go through my week. I've got
I'm
the song.
sorry. I just want to say sorry for this week.
My wife goes, so why does Kyle never have to go in the streets in public and act like a jackass? Why do you have to do that? And I go, because I want the points more. He's an asshole and he knows I want it. So I waited a bit because I didn't want to have to order it online. Because if you order a movie online, you're paying like $20. And it's a movie that's been out for a while. And I should just be able to find it. So I called my friend Taylor. And he's the biggest Grinch fan. He has a Grinch like blow up doll in his passenger seat right now. Does not own a copy of the Grinch. Insane. I don't own a copy of the Grinch, but I love going to thrift stores. I go to several around town all the time to find movies. They literally have everything you need. I highly recommend going to your local Goodwill or thrift store. There's so much fun stuff there. And I go and I spend 5 hours at a thrift store because they have no way to search movies, and they have thousands and thousands of movies, and I am reading them. At first, I just glance around. I go, I'll just stumble on The Grinch, okay? It's so popular. It's one of the most popular, most sold DVDs in the world. It's got so much pull. And so I started documenting. I almost bought every copy of Taken because people who own Taken die a lot. I found 87 copies of Taken. After 30, I was like, oh, I should just buy every copy of Taken I find. That's funny. That's a funny bit if I don't find the movie.
I like the implication there that people who own Taken die, and that's why there's so many copies of Taken at the thrift store, because they've all died.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, I'm struggling to find it. You know, it's been 4 or 5 hours at this one thrift store. I'm looking at every movie. People ask my help. I'm like, is there even Christmas movies? Well, don't you worry, Kyle, because Santa Claus Conquers the Martians is there. That movie's there. I can find Santa Claus Finds the Martians. So then I find a couple classic holiday collections. Maybe I won't find the DVD. Okay. Maybe I'll find a collection. Okay. So these are called collectible classic collections, and list the movies that are on those classic collectible collections.
All right, on these classic holiday film collection includes A Hobo's Christmas. And that's not like a joke.
That's the movie.
I just saw the third one, but I'm gonna try and hold my composure.
The thumbnail. This is pre-AI too, which is crazy.
Okay. Okay. Movie number 1, A Hobo's Christmas, and you might think this is like some tacky movie, but no, it's about Christmas on a train. Then we have The Man Who Saved Christmas, starring Jason Alexander from Seinfeld, and he's standing next to a tiny man.
That's crazy. Wait, I just realized he's in front of all the copies of Seinfeld. This person loves Jason Alexander.
Yeah. We have Borrowed Hearts, adorable movie, looks adorable. And then we have my favorite, which is The Great Rupert.
Which I think is the squirrel.
And Rupert is the squirrel. Now, I'm going to be honest. The way this photo is framed, I thought it was a giant squirrel. And I thought, like, through the power of Christmas magic, the squirrel became giant.
He's clearly in a tree outside of the window.
He's in a tree. Christmas spirit comes in all sizes. But just, like, glancing at it, I saw the squirrel was bigger than Santa. And I'm just like, it's a giant squirrel movie. And
dude,
I was so excited.
All these old people, they're looking for, like, last-minute Christmas gifts. There was this old man who was looking for a grand piano to buy, and he sits down at the only piano at the thrift store, and he starts playing Christmas music. It's beautiful, but I'm pissed. I'm starting to flip off DVDs that I find because I'm angry at them.
What goddamn thrift store do you have that has live entertainment?
No, he was looking for a piano to buy, and he went, before I buy it, let me sit and play it. And he's this brilliant pianist. And he's just playing, and people are just crowding around, and I can't sit and watch because I got to find the Grinch before my wife gets home. And the other thing is happening, I'm starting to panic that I can't find the DVD, so I start buying. I bought this at it was the only Grinch thing they sold at the thrift store. The only thing that I could find. I bought this for $1.
With 2 different stock images of the Grinch.
Yes. Now, and then I also sent you this other Christmas collection, which has A Very Merry Mix-Up, where they're wearing red and green. The Christmas Ornament, red and green. Hitched for the Holidays, red and black. And then Come Dance With Me, red and green. So I still haven't found it, and I went through several sections. You know, I'm trying my best here, man. I really am. And so then I find more Christmas movies. I find this assortment of Christmas movies. You've got The Smurfs: A Christmas Carol, Penguins of Madagascar Special Delivery, Bob the Builder Christmas to Remember featuring Elton John, and The Country Bears, which is just a movie. If you haven't seen it, I adore that movie, and so I just had to put it out there. We need to save the town. That's a thing that they say several times. I adore that movie. Anyway, so I found those. So they have Christmas movies here. So I keep searching. The
Smurfs, that's $750.75. That's crazy.
And I'm going to send
That must be a good movie.
So then I look on all of those shelves. And I can confirm to you, I read them one by one, title one. My eyes were starting to strain. My vision was getting blurry because I had to read sideways. So I'm sat on this cement floor in this 30-degree hall with my head tilted sideways at this thrift store. But don't worry, man. Don't worry. They have Merry Christmas, Thomas. And I've now been here so long. I've been here so long, and I need to leave. They don't have the movie. And
can we, real quick, can we cut to image 2 and what appears to be a framed photo of a dead black child just being sold at the thrift store?
Wait, in frame 2?
In photo
of the two of the section I just sent there?
It's I guess 1, 2, 3, photo 3. Photo 3, top right.
Yep, yeah, I did see that. That. There is a lot of that at the thrift store because it's just people going to these like old houses and stuff, and then they just sell the everything without looking through it. And I'll put these photos up, so if some audience member wants to be like, haha, you idiot, you actually missed the Grinch. No, I didn't. At home, I went through the photos and scanned them again.
So that you could have run back? You're like, I knew it was there.
Also, so everyone could see that Taken is being sold in mass. So, I'm about to leave.
Merry Christmas, Thomas.
But I've been here 5 hours, and I don't want to leave without buying something because that feels rude. So I go, I'll grab a couple movies. They're $1 a piece. So I grab, on VHS, Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
That's my favorite movie of all time.
Yeah, I bought Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And
VHS copy, too. Classic.
And I bought Fever Pitch. But
it's got the holographic cover.
It does. I get to the checkout, and she goes, this lady is doing 10 movies for $10, and currently these 2 movies are $5. So she sends me back to buy 8 more movies that I don't need here.
I love the idea. She's like, oh, it's 10. It's 10. You're like, I don't need it. And you're like, no, go and get them.
So I've got The Girl with the Dragon Heart tattoo on Blu-ray, Elysium, Bruno, Hancock on Blu-ray, The Florida Project on Blu-ray, Country Bears.
I'm glad you got Country Bears.
Toy Story 3, Vin Diesel the Pacifier, Her, and then Fever Pitch and Robber Rabbit.
I can tell you were literally just grabbing shit.
Yeah, because there was nothing, because I'd seen all the catalog and I went, but there's nothing I like back there, but okay. So I'm just looking for anything of substance that I don't already own. And I leave that one. And now
all the memories, anytime you pull out to watch,
I'll know why
the pacifier.
So I bought those and this. That was all that I bought there.
Merry Christmas flag.
So then I go to another thrift store on the other side of town, and I'm pissed now. I am not in a good mood.
This was the easy challenge. I went from easy to hard.
I know. I didn't listen. I didn't want this. Oh, this is okay. Yep. Here's 2 more photos from the first thrift store. There's me finding the flag as it stared at me from behind. And then
it's like, look at his face. It's like he's mocking you. He's like, you can't find me.
Like, I was looking for green pants even to wear. I couldn't find green pants. So there's Angel in the Family, What I Did for Love, Christmas Visitor, which looks like, I don't know, John McCain visited the family, and Silent Night. And
Silent Night looks like a horror movie.
It does.
Silent Night, it looks like she's looking over at like the ghost on the top and bottom, and she's like freaking out.
Anyway, so I go to the complete other side of town. I drive 5 miles. I put gas in my car. I've got all these movies. I haven't eaten lunch, and it's getting rough out there. So I go to the other thrift store. And don't worry, I checked all these shelves. You'll see in some of them I'm flipping off the Christmas movies I'm finding now. One of them is me flipping off a VHS of A White Christmas. One of them is me flipping off Arthur's Christmas.
Oh my God. There's so many.
Every obscure... Now, if you look at that first photo I sent, there's 3 rows behind him, so I had to pull them onto the floor. I'm sitting on the floor of this dingy thrift store going shelf by shelf, aisle by aisle.
I'm okay. Go to photo number 1.
Okay.
Top shelf, all the horses. What's that one to the left of the ferry? The guy just taking back shots from a hooded figure.
Yeah.
Right next to the lizard.
Holy shit. He's getting it from the white devil.
Getting it.
God, go to there's so much fun stuff at the thrift store. I wish I was having a fun day, but I was there on business.
You're there on a business.
There was Get Hard and Taken everywhere. Nobody wants to own Get Hard with Will Smith and Kevin Hart or Taken. And so I just started
Madden
flipping off.
2016 for $3.
Yeah. Oh, if you look at the kids movie section, I posted one. There's Juno and 3 copies of The Hangover and Madea Goes to Jail. That's the kids section of movies.
The kids section.
It's got Juno, Hangover Part 1, 2, and 3, and Madea Goes to Jail. So, I found a VHS of Arthur's Perfect Christmas and a VHS of White Christmas. Flipped them both off.
The kids section is so funny. Half of these aren't for kids.
I found that McDonald's sign, and on the way out, I found one more box of movies. Didn't have it. Thought about getting the McDonald's sign for the studio here.
That McDonald's sign goes really hard.
It does. So before I leave, again, I bothered another person. I have to leave with it, and I have to buy something. And I bought March of the Penguins.
Yep.
And The Help on Blu-ray. There are 80 copies of March of the Penguins at both thrift stores. Nobody wants to own that movie, I guess, so I bought it for that reason. So I have 12 movies so far on this desk here, none of which are
I love the idea of like it being the holidays and just people going to a thrift store to find a copy of The Grinch to watch for the holidays, thus taking the entire stock of what you were looking for.
Yeah. But there was plenty of Christmas movies. And there's 3 versions of The Grinch. There's 3 classic versions of The Grinch, that from VHS to DVD to Blu-ray. They're leaving 9 options for me to find. None of them. And now what you're thinking, Trey, go to a major store. Oh, I did. I went to 2 Walmarts, 2 different Walmarts. No version of The Grinch. They own all the Grinch merch, none of the Grinch media. They had Grinch books, Grinch shirts. No Grinch, the movies, which started it all, which is crazy. So then, it is the night before we're going to film the podcast, originally on Tuesday, and I open the Walmart app, and I search one more time, just hoping I search Grinch DVD. Because maybe it's not in store, maybe it's in the back, maybe I can pick it up, maybe they can deliver it one day. I go on Amazon. Amazon has 5-day delivery. I don't know what happened to 1-day delivery. I have to wait a week for any copy of The Grinch because it is the holidays, so no shit.
High demand.
So I go on the Walmart website, and wouldn't you know it, I find this listing, which has no photo, but it says How the Grinch Stole Christmas DVD Family Warner Brothers for $10. Pick up today. You can't get it in store, which means it's clearly in the back. It's on the shelf, so I can do Walmart pickup, which I've never done. It's 20 degrees outside. It's 9 p.m. at night.
The employee making a shopping cart with 1 Grinch DVD for the man ordering online pickup.
So something happens. I'm waiting for my 9 p.m. pickup window, and I go to watch TV on my Roku stick. And wouldn't you know what 2 movies are trending to taunt me? 2 different versions of The Grinch stare me in the face and go, "Do you want to watch this?" And I go, "Boy, would I." Because at this point, I just want to own it. I do want to own The Grinch. It's crazy that I don't own The Grinch.
I want to say this is like a dystopian look into the future where like all physical media outside of Taken will not be available anywhere.
I'll put a photo up of my physical media shelf. I have so much. None of them is The Grinch somehow. I have every Harry Potter, every Die Hard, every Ice Age.
Quick side note is that obviously with me moving in, I have no internet whatsoever. So I had to, in desperation to break silence, look for my box of movies and DVDs, which are in separate boxes all over, and I managed to find one, and I open it, and all I find inside is a DVD for, like, Season 2 of the Power Rangers, 8 seasons of Columbo, and, like, Season 3 of, like, the 60s Batman, and I'm like, perfect, throw it in my PlayStation, it's like I'm watching TV like the good old days. You lose internet, everything's going to be cloud, everything's going to be streaming. You got to own physical media.
It's my second favorite moving tradition next to Long John Silver's is digging out my PS4 for its Blu-ray player and just picking a movie off of the shelf. Whether the internet's out or I'm moving, I love that process. Okay, so I order it. My 9 p.m. pickup is coming. Now, here's the issue. I've never done Walmart pickup. I go to order it. It goes, hey, we're going to charge you a bonus $20 because there's a $35 minimum. So now I go to wife and I go, hey, randomly find groceries we need because I don't want to get charged for not buying enough. So we spend we spend an extra $40 on top of the $10.
If some asshole is just like, I need a stick of deodorant, they're like, you're not buying enough, you're wasting our time.
Yeah, they charge you a fee on top of it for not spending enough. So I buy a couple oven quick pizzas, some Red Baron pizzas. I buy a bag of chicken and some razors and the Grinch. So it looks like I'm gonna have a real good night with some frozen pizzas, some shaving razors, and the Grinch. And then I arrive. I park in the empty parking lot. Walmart's probably about to close. It's like 9:30. I can see my breath in front of me. I park in the empty parking lot pickup spot, and I put I'm here, and I wait for the poor soul to walk with the one bag of random shit to my car. And they get to my car. I roll down the window, and they go, oh, hey, Trey. It's somebody I haven't seen since high school. They immediately recognize me. And I go, oh, I'm going to kill myself. And I go, oh, hey. And they go, long time. And they go, sorry, we don't have the Grinch DVD. We can substitute. Is there another movie you'd like? And I go, and I have to say, no, I don't want any of
wanted the Grinch.
So I'm telling a person who I've not had an impression with since high school, I'm only here for the Grinch, my razors, and pizza.
You're like, you can take the rest of that shit inside.
So I paid
don't want any
$40 for not the Grinch. I bought 12 movies, spending $15 for not the Grinch. I bought this flag for not the Grinch. Suffice to say, I still do not own the Grinch.
Wow. But perhaps you can be the Grinch.
So, it is Tuesday morning. I wake up bright and early because I go, shit, I gotta be the Grinch, man. I don't know how I'm gonna be the Grinch. I can't find any of the Grinch. So, I have another video to send you.
This could be the worst thing I've ever seen.
This upset me so much. It's somehow shorter, though, than the previous video of me just singing a song. Now, I want you to remember this. I want you to remember that. I want you to remember the Grinch banner behind me. All right, once again, you let me know when you hit play here.
Video is titled The Grinch, baby. Oh, sweet.
I'm so ready to give you your challenges, Jesus. By the way, because even wife, like, who had to be with me during a lot of this process, was like, I hate him. I was like, give me ideas to get back at him. And she's like, why is he never in the streets embarrassing himself?
I'm sure you gave me some easy ones this week.
Oh,
all right,
surely.
I'm hitting play right now.
I need to be able to see. I didn't bring scissors. I thought I could see through this, but...
Oh, no.
I'll be walking into traffic.
Oh, no.
Oh, this is so stupid.
There's holes in that eye, isn't there? Oh, no.
I have a Roth IRA. No, I don't. Is that the same hole?
And I didn't think I would need scissors. I thought I could just see through this, so I just brought it with me to McDonald's.
Parking lot
Mr.
right
Grinch, you have a hole. Those were the lyrics.
Tempting.
So I'm just using a pin I found in my car to carve holes into it.
Because I didn't go to college.
Somebody drives past you and sees you impaling holes in a Grinch flag, and they're like...
This was a popping parking lot. There was one man that stared at me through the entire process.
Please. It is.
And again, this is 1 p.m. There's an hour till filming, I think. I didn't know it was delayed yet, and so I'm panicking. I've skipped lunch. This is what I'm doing at lunchtime pre-podcast Tuesday.
Oh, you got the message that I'm moving and I cannot film.
Uh-huh.
You were rushing for nothing.
Rushing for nothing.
There's two grown men staring at me.
And I'm like, I need the 2 points. I can't find the DVD. I have to become the Grinch. I have no shame anymore.
There's a major highway right in front of me at the McDonald's. And so that way people are driving by and see me, and then I never see them again. Okay, are these eyes... Wait, why am I making the Grinch's eyes my eyes? I don't...
I mean...
Fuck.
I forgot my eyes weren't a foot apart, so I made 2 holes that wide initially.
Okay.
It was a 20-minute recording in the parking lot
Take
that I had to edit
I
down.
really want this guy to leave. I might go somewhere else because he might tackle me thinking I'm the Unabomber.
I was gonna say, if I saw a man with a Grinch mask wrapped around his head like a do-rag...
Now the other hole is not good enough. Sir, if
And assume he's robbing the place.
It gets worse.
For either of us.
Like you're a bank robber.
This sucks so hard. But guess what? I can.
I'm just so sad in this video.
I'm the Grinch. Honey,
You just stabbed holes in it like a mascot costume.
I hope you notice the shirt I'm wearing is this shirt inside out because it was the only green shirt I had.
His head.
Yeah.
And an inside out green t-shirt and green pants and green shoes. Yeah, he did have a Christmas hat on, which makes it seem a little intentional. Okay, I can see. I can see, chat. I can see. Okay, but then now, I didn't think about this. I have
For
to
the audio listeners, there's an insane man.
Turban.
If you're watching the audio version of this episode, go to YouTube and look at this shit. This man is insane.
I've made a Grinch turban.
This I hate this. I hate everything that's happening. Sir, please leave. Sir,
you made me
for the betterment of both of our lives, you will leave. I think the hat really brings it all together, guys. Okay, my eye holes are fucked. I'm gonna kill myself. This sucks so hard.
The secondhand cringe.
God. You're so
I just don't even care anymore. All I care is about podcast points.
I can't see.
You look like a lunatic.
I'm the Grinch. I can't. I have to.
I'm the Grinch. He says.
Look if I'm about to walk into traffic.
There's people. Can you imagine you turning? No.
Why is there so many people walking in every direction right now? I'm gonna take a lap here. I don't want to be doing this. I don't want to be doing this.
You're spreading holiday cheer. Kids are gonna see you and they're gonna be like, "It's the real Grinch."
Right?
Trey, you look like you're gonna rob somebody.
Let me see.
So many people.
Could you imagine? People are. Oh my God! They're making eye contact with you.
Look, I start waving at him.
You just fully commit to the bit. You get the character. Wow. I know what your face looks like under that mask.
Yeah, a lot like the Grinch's face, actually.
Oh.
I probably didn't need to wear the mask, and so that
Do you feel that you identify with the Grinch more as a character now after going through all this?
I think he should have killed all the Who's in Whoville. I think his heart should have just burst in half. I have never felt the Christmas spirit less than this last week embodying the Grinch, both in search for his media, in singing his diss rap, and in being the Grinch.
Wow.
I will take my 2 points. I'm not proud of how hard I worked for them, but I wasn't expecting this week to be another 30-mile-per-hour sign, and it was. I was like, I don't have to be the Grinch unless I want 3 points, and I don't need 3 points at this time, so I'm not going to do that. That's not necessary. And then everyone stopped. I was convinced that you had done research about how they stopped printing the DVD or something, or you bought them all up, because it's weird. I saw 20 copies of Elysium, of The Help, of Pitch Perfect, of Taken, of every Christmas movie ever, but The Grinch is non-existent, no matter what means you go to.
Grinch lost media?
Grinch lost. Yeah, buy up all your Grinch stock because they're not making it anymore. Nobody who's ever bought the Grinch has died yet, I think is what has happened. It is now 10 to 12.
If any of you own a copy of any of the Grinch movies, please take it to a thrift store. You might be saving somebody's life.
Send it to the P.O. Box. Send me all your copies of the Grinch. I want to have all of them. So, that brings me to a certain segment we like to call...
What are my options, buddy?
Well, Kyle, I've had a lot of time to think about your options. I wrote 7 options, so I can really just decide on the fly what I want to do here. Which of these do I want to do? Okay. Option 1.
Is there an easy, medium, and hard choice?
In
Or are they all hard?
In terms of effort, yes.
Oh, okay.
In terms of cringe, no. So option 1, I want you. You know how sometimes you're driving and you see people on the side of the road with like a cardboard sign that says like, "Will work for money. Please give gas. Honk for Jesus." You know what I'm talking about? Just maybe at the end of the Walmart parking lot turn-in. Yeah, I want you to get a cardboard, which you should have because you're moving right now. I thought we should make use of the cardboard. And I want you to write a marker. You have 3 options on this option. So it's really going to help you. You can either write on it, "You honk, I scream." "You honk, I flex." Or "You honk, I Fortnite emote." And you must do this activity until you get at least 3 honks. From complete strangers. So you can't just have a friend cruise by, honk 3 times, and then you go, "All right, I'm out of here." I want you to go next to a road where people drive with a cardboard sign that says one of those 3 things you pick.
That legal?
To hold a cardboard sign? Yeah, people do it everywhere. Honk for Jesus is everywhere. And you're in Oklahoma.
Yeah, but "You honk, I Fortnite" emote isn't everywhere.
Yeah, you could be the first "You honk, I Fortnite" emote.
People are gonna think I'm homeless, and the second I do the emote, I'm gonna run up and
People
ask
thought
for a
I was
dollar.
the Grinch. Shut the fuck up. So which of those 3 do you think you're more likely to do if you do that option?
I mean, when you're driving 60 down a highway, you ain't gonna hear a man scream. You're gonna be driving, you're gonna be looking at me holding it, and they're gonna honk, and they're gonna see me go. They're just gonna be like, "Yeah, he probably screamed. He probably screamed."
Chat, I'm begging you to go to Oklahoma. Just try to find Kyle with his cardboard sign this week.
"You honk, I flex" feels like I might get some chicks out of it.
That's awesome.
"You honk, I Fortnite" emote. Someone's gonna honk, and I'm just gonna be like, "Come," and start breaking it down.
What about "You will honk for 6-7" and they honk, you do this?
If I saw that, I'd run them over.
Okay, so there you go. You don't have to approach strangers like I have. You don't have to put on a costume. You just have to hold a piece of cardboard that says one of those 3 things for probably like 10 minutes tops. People love to honk at signs. I honk at signs. Very reasonable. That is, I would say, the easy option. Okay? Option 2. And
That's the easy option!
For the audience, don't do any of these. I'm begging you. Nobody did any of the 3 options that you gave, by the way. I'm pretty sure. I haven't checked the subreddit, but I don't think anyone also did them. I think they saw how bad it was. Option 2. I've got 2 food options here.
I'm gonna get you.
Oh, I'm sure you will. We're at that point in the year where it's getting mean now, and that's fine. I was the Grinch. Do I want to give you more option? No, it's crazy. I have to pick between one of these 2 food options. They're both so good. Okay.
You can give me both. I'll do one of them.
Okay, so your second option is to do one of these food options. Either eat a block of cheese in a unique place, or review 4 different items from Long John Silver's.
Counter question.
It says block, not cube. If I see
Counter
it in a
question.
cube yes.
Unrelated. This could mean anything, but can I do 2 challenges at the same time?
What? Oh.
Theoretically, while I'm
you could
flexing,
eat a block of cheese on the side of the road while holding the sign. Yeah, that's my dream. That's what I wanted to do with the Grinch, but it didn't happen.
Okay, a little bit of 2 birds, 1 stone action, you know.
And this is like the peanut thing. You know, I'm not going to make a hard requirement on block of cheese, but if I see out there with a couple like little cheese cubes, no. It is either a block of cheese in a unique place or 4 Long John individual item reviews.
I'm going to be on the news.
Yep.
because some guy who's had the worst day of his life is going to shoot me. And I'm going to be on the news as strange bald man eating block of cheese and flexing
Also
on the
does
side of
6'7"
highway
and so-
while 6'7"ing.
might be related to the Grinching, Kansas incident.
There is a spot, really popular spot, where like it comes from the highway and it comes up and it's a bridge and it's a walking bridge, but at the top of that walking bridge is a stoplight. And a lot of traffic goes through there and there's always people standing there. I feel like that would be the perfect spot.
That could be good. And
What if somebody dies?
No.
What if somebody honks at me to see me flex, and then somebody who is on their phone at that red light goes honk, and then they floor the gas?
That's not
Then
my favorite
20
thing,
car pile.
I live in this college town, and this is what inspired me to do it. Wasn't homeless people in this college town. Every Friday, you'll drive down Main Street, and there's at least 3 frat houses with a giant sign on the lawn that says "You honk, we chug," and you just all day hear, and you just see them getting plastered. You come back 3 hours later, and there's a mountain of beer cans on the lawn. It's awesome.
Me parking in front of the house and holding down my horn until they drown.
Till they drown. And also to help with the sign, reminder, you don't ever have to do these alone. You could always grab a friend, which would make it less weird to be a man alone. You could always have a friend.
Who am I talking into any of this?
I would do so many of these if you were in my vicinity and I wasn't just a lone wolf. You could probably get your brother or, I don't know, Denise or...
What if I'm doing this and an actual homeless man with an actual homeless man sign that says I'm a homeless man walks up to me and he's like, do you mind if I join you? And then he sees my sign and he sees me eating the cheese and he's like, you're an asshole.
He can eat some of the cheese with you. You can share the cheese.
He's like, you're not out here for survival. You're just doing it for the love of the game.
At least it's not a cold winter. It's going to be like 70 degrees next week for you.
It's exactly, for those that don't know, where this episode, December 18th. Next week, a cold-ass Christmas holiday. I'm going to be spending my Christmas on the curb eating cheese.
Eating cheese, Gromit. Eating cheese. Here's the other thing. I had to be this mean because I got Thanksgiving from you, and you get to give me Christmas also.
You're the Grinch?
Yeah. So, for your third challenge, and this is the hardest challenge.
Oh, is it now?
Yeah. Fucking each.
This is the one I'm going to do. I'm not going to do the other two. I'm going to do this one.
Just this one.
Just this
if
one,
you do
whatever
all
it
three of
is.
these at the same time somehow, I'll be shocked. Man on street interview. You've never been issued a man on street interview. You've issued them, though. So I'm finally issuing you one. Man on street interview. Ask 3 individuals if they would prefer unlimited video games and no Santa, or no bacon and no video games.
Hang on, you son of a bitch. 3. God damn it. Unlimited video games and no Santa.
Or, oh god, I'm about to pass it. Or, no bacon and no video games.
Okay, so just let me get into our own hypothetical here. In one reality, I get all the video games that exist, but Santa ceases to exist.
Yes.
I'm forever known as the guy that wiped Santa out because I wanted unlimited video games. And the other one is just no bacon and no video games, which I don't know if that means they don't exist or if I'm just not allowed to do them. I don't know. This is the questions for the 3 people I have to interview, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm going to be at that red light. Someone's going to roll down their window and they're going to be like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I don't know, man, but I got a question for you.
Listen, man, I know you're probably in a new neighborhood, and I want to help you meet some of the people in your new community. So
I'm going to knock on a door and they're going to be like, carolers! They're going to open the door. I'm going to be there and I'm going to be like, I have a question.
I just looked over. I forgot we were filming a podcast. I just was having so much joy issuing you these challenges. I forgot it was for content. I was having too much fun. Oh, God. Anyway. So, Yeah,
This is an episode we've spent an hour on just the challenges. That's how much we've gotten out of this.
So, I mean, your options have options this week. That's some of the nicest we've been to each other. You've got choices on choices. You can't be that upset. You've got 3 choices
All
for the
of them have
sign,
choices.
2 food choices. Well, no, yeah, I would say the question you asked the 3 people is unlimited video
That's
games
their
and no
choice.
Santa. Or I laughed for 10 minutes after writing that one. I was so proud because I couldn't answer the question. So we'll figure out what they say. Anyway, so those are the options this week. Don't do them, audience. This is just to punish him for the Grinch. God, I hate the Grinch. I don't want to look at him ever again.
On that third question. Tomorrow, I have a scheduled Christmas party where a bunch of different departments from a bunch of different buildings will be meeting up just for the love of Christmas.
Okay.
Meaning it's not just my coworkers, it's coworkers from all over the state. Could I ask them this question, or do you want me on the street asking complete
the
strangers?
rule is just there has to be a camera and they have to be strangers. You don't have to literally be on the street.
I will not know 80% of people there.
Okay, and this will help because some of your coworkers listen. You could get Denise or whoever to make it more legit, where they're filming and you're like, "Hey, I'm interviewing for Dave and Buster's. We got some Christmas questions," and you just sneak it in. You go like, "Do you like Elf on the Shelf? Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?" And then you go, "Unlimited video games and no Santa, or no bacon and no video games."
It's very serious questions, and then that one's in, and they're like, "Huh?" And I'm like, "Answer it."
And they don't have to answer it. You just have to ask 3 people who do not know your name. You could also bring a cardboard sign there. Maybe they've got something to honk. I don't know. Maybe
I could bring a goddamn block of cheese.
that would be a unique place. Your job would be a unique place. Yeah, so unique is very vague. Just wherever you feel like the most unique place.
I'll find the funniest place to eat cheese.
If the audience wants to do a challenge, please do the cheese challenge. I want to see the most unique place to eat a block of cheese.
I've snuck blocks of cheese into movie theaters before. I mean, I can pull this off.
You just anything to not eat the Long John Silver's. I love how you haven't even mentioned it since I said it. A block
I'm not gonna
of
lie,
cheese.
the Long John Silver's is the hardest out of all of these options.
A block of cheese, or just a normal meal at a fast food restaurant.
I ain't touching that
I ain't
shit.
touching that with a 39.5 bowl, man. So, guys, we haven't had the best holiday season, but hopefully yours is going better than ours. He's moving, I'm being the Grinch, but we're going to move away from options because we spent the first hour of the podcast discussing them. So what do you got for me this week?
I moved from my dad's to new house. I'm at my dad's now because I don't have internet at my new house. And a few things happened while moving. A couple things.
As that
First, I sent a photo because my brother nearly died while moving. And it is because while we were moving a old desk, his hand scraped a brown recluse spider. And big ass one that if it bites you, it's bad, very poison, lots of poison. That nearly got him.
Damn. When was the last time you touched a spider?
I've never physically, I know.
You've never once touched a spider even accidentally your entire life?
No, I touch a lot of spiders accidentally.
That's great. I probably had to have touched a spider. The worst is when you see a spot. I once saw a spider on the back of a guest room toilet, and then for 20 years, I would check the back of the toilet and inside the toilet before sitting down.
Yeah.
Because I have a hole down there. And what? You don't have. I have a huge fear of bugs.
Do you think the spiders going cave exploring?
Yeah, like if you've went camping, they have those really shitty toilets, like porta potties. There's flies zipping around. I can't.
Oh yeah, porta potties. I'm so scared. There's something in there.
Yeah, but even a fly. I've sat on toilets and there's a fly nearby, and I have to shoo it out of the bowl because it'll go in my butt. or get crushed by my voluptuous cheeks. I don't know. I once peed a fly to death. I don't like. Do they want to be in the dead water? Because I was peeing, I kept trying to shoo the fly away, and then it flew right into the stream and died and drowned.
It was curious. It was thirsty. It was.
But no, I will do so much to keep a fly or a bug out of the bowl before I can poop because they'll go in me.
I don't know if that's how that
You
works.
had your ant in your pee-pee, so I don't know.
I did have an ant crawl inside my penis before, so okay, I get it. I get the fear. I get where you're coming from.
Anyways, your brother saw this huge brown recluse, touched it.
Nearly died, and now I'm absolutely terrified that every single box that I open might just have, like, brown recluse spider eggs.
I'm glad
just
you took
ticking time bomb.
I'm glad you took a selfie with the spider. That's a really good image. That's going to be in the thumbnail. Yeah, that's me too. I have no fear of spiders. I find them adorable nowadays. I'm really good at relocating them. But I do have a fear of seeing a sack of spiders. Any bug in mass, I'm afraid of. But just one bug is fine.
I'm going to have thousands of roommates.
Dude, hell yeah.
One quick aside on the story here. I cleared out my entire storage unit, big-ass storage unit, got it all cleared out, all moved into my new place. And before we shut down the storage unit, my dad's like, we need to sweep it out. So bring a broom from your place. Hang on, did we freeze?
Hello?
Testing,
did my internet crash or did your internet crash?
Froze. Uh-oh. Your power might have gone out. Uh-oh. Oh, it is my internet. Oh, no. Oh, no, it is my... Oh, at least I'm recording still. Thank goodness. Welcome back.
So I was the Grinch this week.
Let's just start over. Let's run it back. Take two.
Yeah, Kyle actually forgot to hit record and he was embarrassed, so he ran away. So what happened?
Internet completely shit the bed.
Fantastic. Love that.
Just throw up that red light.
And that's never going to happen at the new place?
New place, I won't have cocks. I hate cocks. I'm done with cocks.
I love cocks. I've had cocks for 7 years now. It's crazy. That Oklahoma cocks just hits different, but Kansas cocks, it's pretty good.
Cocks here in Oklahoma just ain't that great.
Really?
I do not recommend Oklahoma cocks.
You get the big old white thing from Cox. You set it up. It just kind of works. See, yours is different. I think you just have an old model of Cox.
I don't know. I think old cocks might be okay.
There's no Cox like old Cox. That's
no
what
cocks like old cocks.
Yeah. Anyway, so you were telling me about your moving story. Let's just have...
All right. So I got through the spider, and then I think the next story I was bringing up before it died. This is a story more so for you, but maybe you could throw up a clip. I moved everything out of my storage unit. Bim, bam, boom, everything is out, and we're like, we got to clean it up. We got to sweep it. So my dad messages me because I'm a few minutes behind, and he's like, make sure you bring a broom. I'm like, okay. I forget to bring a broom. So I go to Walmart. I buy a big-ass broom, $20. I get the nicest broom I can. I'm like, we got to clean. I get to my car. I'm moving stuff to put the broom, and I notice the goddamn broom that I bought for Goofy Guy Gathering on the floor of my car.
Been in there the whole time?
Been in there the whole time, that I bought specifically for a flag twirling routine.
Whoa. Good throw.
Oh! He fucking got it!
Yeah, I'll put the clip up. For those of you that don't know, I like to host events like Comic-Con like events, but for just me and my friends. And I host this thing called Goofy Guy Gathering, where we all went to Kansas City and we all had to learn a talent with just 2 weeks notice. And Kyle decided to be a broom twirler. And it ends with him bleeding from the forehead.
You can just throw that clip on loop of me just doming myself running into a tree.
It's a great video.
It's but I caught it. I domed myself, but I caught it.
You did catch it. It was awesome. So there we go. Looking forward to next Goofy Guys. You swept out the storage locker.
And now I have 2 brooms.
Nice.
And then these photos, obviously my dad in the living room has been my TV for the last year. a nice big like 77-inch OLED screen. And my dad was like, well, I think I would like to get a TV. Costco was having a Black Friday deal, and my dad found, and you can see from this photo, this thing is the biggest thing I've ever seen, a 98-inch QD mini LED TV.
It's such a big TV, they didn't have enough color ink to print the size of the TV on the box. The bottom of the box.
It's good lord.
98 inches is 98. Insane. I remember like when we were first hitting like 48 inches and we were like, whoa. But now if you put a 48-inch like TV in a living room, you're poor. I mean, you're not, but like I would put that against my wall and I go, oh, it's really empty in the house. What the hell?
Let me test something real quick. If I go into my change video background and I do none. Okay, let me see if I can get a quick little reveal of a
No wonder I could hear The Price is Right.
And then if I do I'm gonna try and do a 4 scale.
Look, see. It's so dark in there I can barely see him. Audience, he is, if you're on audio listeners, again, this is a video only. He is a fraction of the TV. Is it possible to turn another light on in there? Because I just...
Can you not see me?
You are black on black. Because the TV's backlit. So I'm just seeing the blue backlighting. I occasionally saw your fingertips flailing, but...
All right, let me get a light on. Hang on.
Okay.
We'll cut that.
Cut that. Okay. He's trying. He's almost there. He's almost there. He's trying.
Ain't right.
This is what he does for work. He has been making video content for a decade.
Start the clip right here. All right, I'm gonna go get in the picture.
Okay. You can see him in the reflection. It could fall on him and crush him, and you wouldn't find him for several days. I thought the TV was small. No, Kyle's. Listen, he's a shorter guy, but that is a massive TV.
There we go.
I don't know if you in front of the TV makes the TV look large or makes you look puny.
I think it's a little column A, little column B.
Because you're the only sense of scale we have for the TV in that room, because it's a blank wall. And so I'm like, oh, it's just a normal sized TV on a wall. And then you walk in looking like... Wow, that's a really cool TV, man. It's a lot of effort for that bit. I wanted to. I can't wait till you see that clip of the podcast. I'll have to send it to you. It's really funny.
So now my dad has his own big TV, and good lord,
hell
it's
yeah,
so big.
Oh yeah.
It nearly broke though, because it's on a stand now, but we originally had it on 2 hooks, and because it said that it could support up to, I think, 185 pounds, and the TV was like 175 pounds, and we're like, it'll be fine. So we put it on the 2 hooks, and the 2 hooks allow the thing to swivel, and it also allows it to lean forward and back. So we put it on the TV, and we have it up for about 5 minutes, and then after 5 minutes, the TV just goes, and we're all panicking, running at the TV, and then it goes thunk, and it stops. It catches. Like, we had the tilt forward tightened to max. And it was still so heavy that it went all the way forward and then caught at the very end. So watching that thing go forward, we thought it was over.
That TV stand is barely even existing. It looks like a paperweight under the TV. God damn, that's a lot of TV. And then what is this next photo here?
That's just my brother nearly gored himself. This is the door to my garage. This is a spring lock door, but the spring lock broke. So it's just 4 rusty exposed nails on the edge of the door that every time we carried in boxes, we had to watch out for the nails.
That's so stupid.
I gotta tell my landlord to come fix that.
Yeah, this you can't.
My brother cut his shirt sleeve open.
Did you?
I'm glad we didn't gore you.
You moved and your brother just got assaulted. Jesus. Well, I'm glad. So you've pretty much fully moved. Now you just got to get the computer stuff out of there.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, you're just walking around.
I'm pooped, not from the 2 days of moving, but from the running on my knees.
It's so good we delayed this because I was looking through and I found the challenges I wrote before when you were mentioning using movers. And my challenges when I thought you had movers, my 3 challenges were text 10 different people and ask if they will help you move.
That's messed up because
ask movers when you hire the movers, because I thought you were ask movers if they will be a guest on the podcast, because I thought that would be really fun to just have some moving guys, some moving bros in the podcast. And then thirdly, to help you prep for lifting was going to be do 200 jumping jacks. So
that should be your challenge.
Some would say it got easier, some would say it got harder. Now you're just going to talk to people. But I'm going to go...
I decided to go easy on you. Instead of 200 jumping jacks, block of cheese. You're welcome.
You're welcome, you fool. I had a bunch of notes for... Oh, I was on your award show. For those who don't know, Kyle streams Teal Hollow 1. Check him out. And he has an annual award show his audience puts on. And they reached out to me like a month ago, and they're like, hey, do you want to present some awards? And I said, yepers. That makes sense to me.
You can throw a couple snippets of that. Everybody was extremely excited to see you.
Everyone was so excited. It was a positive experience that I got to be a part of.
Moving on to the best and worst game of the year.
Shout out to everybody who's old enough to vote.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the...
What is this asshole doing? What is this guy doing here?
Games...
Worst game.
It was, ignore this image for a second. I'm gonna get to it. We had our own award ceremony for me. It was a stupid thing. It's like, out of all the games and stuff I did this year, people picked, what was your favorite game? What was your favorite stream?
Best lawnmower.
Best lawnmower, least favorite running joke, yada, yada, yada. And, the worst game of the year, which went to, like, an old Mickey Mouse platforming game, Epic Mickey, that I played. Love that game. We have one viewer in my Discord where all my fans hang out. The big Mickey fan, big Mickey Mouse fan. And when that lost, he's like, "Oh man!" And
which is funny because I knew this because I've been in your community as well long enough, and so I say in the video,
the worst game of 2025 is Epic Mickey. Do you congratulate the worst game? I didn't know this was a game. That really sucked. Isn't there that one chatter that really likes Mickey? This is probably their 9/11. Congratulations.
It's probably their 9/11.
This is Epic Mickey for being someone's 9/11 this year.
Somebody's 9/11.
Which feels like foreshadowing. I said, this must be that chatter's 9/11. When I presented it, I was like, must suck to be that chatter. Their favorite hyperfixation has been voted the worst game Kyle played this year.
So they left that Discord chat for the day. They eventually came back, and what went down, we originally thought it was them crashing out.
Yes.
But what we've come to believe and suspect was that somebody, some newbie or somebody that I've banned in the past, decided to impersonate them. Sorry, did you hear screaming?
No, there's weird tornado weather because climate change and it's December.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so just listening for sirens.
But yeah, so we had somebody, either some weird newbie or somebody I've banned in the past, decided to impersonate them and send a bunch of hate messages and slurs to people, which is where we got this great message I just sent. Naughty person. What?
I don't think they said naughty.
Evildoer, I'm going to give you coal.
That is a heavily edited image.
heavily edited Holly Jolly image. And a bunch of stuff led us to believe this, like the writing didn't match up, all this stuff. But the big thing is that their username was original person's username and then the word alt. And there's 3 reasons why you make an alt account on the internet. Number 1 is you're banned, and they weren't banned. Number 2 and 3 is you're trying to hide your identity, and you're trying to avoid a ban.
Yeah.
And if you were doing that, I wouldn't go on the internet as the name Teal Hollow Alt.
I was also confused, but there was so I went to bed that night. I was like, oh yeah, the award show happened. I woke up. Let me check the Discord, see if people are talking about my little edition. I'm glad I got to help out here. And everyone is just panicking. And every time somebody says what, they go, Mickey keeps saying the N-word. And I go, oh no, it was their 9/11 shit. And I felt so bad.
That was another thing too, is because like they left the day before, and then one day later we were talking about how they left, and then that's when it started popping up. Like somebody was like, "Oh, I'm gonna pretend to be them." So we had this whole like everybody in my Discord in multiple chats has like these walls of like detective sleuthing. The alt account got IP banned, and you know the original guy didn't. It was all good, and all this stuff went down. And I'm here trying to move, and everybody in my absence, because I can't go live and entertain them, they're going on this big detective. They're like, "Who could it have been? Who is this person? Who would do this?"
And what's worse is people believe it, and people are now bullying the original person who already is upset that their movie or their video game did lose, and they're just like sharing the Mickey Smasher and all that shit.
Everybody's like, who really hates this person? Who would do this? And I'm just like, it's got to be somebody just...
The next morning I opened the Discord, and nobody said a word, and it's the original person. They go, what a weird couple of days. And I go, who the fuck let them back? Because apparently there's been some back talk where they've all figured it out but not told anyone. I'm like, and then somebody was like, what the heck? And there was some implication that you just allowed it. And I was like, Kyle, what the hell? Why are you just...
The implication that all these terrible things were said, and then I'm just like, strike one.
Strike one.
Strike one. No, everybody like had like actual DMs that I don't know. It's this big.
People were saying, "Oh God, Son gave out the PO box this week. Oh jeez, Mickey knows the PO box."
The idea of us getting like a Mickey Mouse alarm clock,
a Mickey Mouse
and
pipe
holding
bomb,
it up and being like, "This is cool." Every time it ticks, his glove moves, and then it hits 3, and it just goes, and it's a white screen, and then no more episodes.
There's no good death, but dying via Mickey Mouse pipe bomb for voting at worst game would be a pretty funny way, especially if you go back to you have to write it on the tombstone.
The pipeline of I play an old Disney platformer, it gets voted worst game, and then I'm killed.
And then the Unabomber exists again. So apologies to the original Mickey fan who was just a little upset. It sucks that you were dragged through the mud by some anonymous person who just, I guess, was also angry about you or Mickey Mouse existing. I can never be a part of the award show again. I've tainted it. I tried to say Usume. Umasume. Yep. Oh, the horse racing derby. There was something I did last week that I didn't get to share. I rescued a bird for the first time. And it's one of those things where, like, because of the world, you don't know how to do it. Because you can't call animal control because they'll kill it. You can't call your landlord because they'll kill it. There's nobody that actually saves animals.
What do you mean you call animal control and they come over and you're like, baby bird, and they just, they hit it with a hammer? They're like, all right, good job, bud.
Okay, there was this one time I had a dog. We were test running a dog, and it's a very long story. I won't share it on this podcast. Remind me in the emails and I'll share it another time. We needed to take it somewhere because it was getting bad and violent. And it just wasn't a good situation. And so I stayed till 4 a.m. I wait for the dog pound to open. I'm calling the place we got the dog from, asking if they'll take it back. They're not getting back to me. 5 a.m, I call the dog pound. They open. And I go, hey, I've got this dog. I just need to sit somewhere safely until the place we got it from opens so we can take it to them and get this figured out. It can't be here. It's not a safe situation. And she just starts like screaming at me and she goes, "Do you hear that?" And she holds the phone out and I just hear hundreds of barking dogs. She goes, "I got to figure out which 12 I'm putting down today. I got no room for your dog." And I'm like, "Sorry for making my problem your..." And so I'm like crying. I've already been up all night dealing with this violent dog.
He's like, "I gotta kill 12, now I gotta kill 13. I didn't think my day could get worse."
This is like a volunteer job. I'm like, "I didn't make you do this. I called the dog pound about a dog." And she made me feel terrible about it. And so now I'm like, fuck animal control. They just kill the animals. There's no way.
I love the idea of calling a bird pound. And she's like, "You hear that?" And you see her various chirping and tweeting.
12 blue
She's
jays
like,
to kill.
12 of them are getting plucked and tarred and feathered.
But I swear to God, she goes, 12 of those. I have to figure out which ones I'm killing today. And I was like, that's an insane thing. I was in shock. Anyway, so I'm sitting in my living room just next to my porch. We just put up Christmas lights, and so I've been keeping an eye on them. And there's this bird nest up in the corner of our porch that I just always leave alone. And I've just, the lights are near it. And I hear birds, and I go, "Oh, shit, I wonder if our lights are bothering them." And I look out, and the birds fly away from the nest, and I hear the pole under the nest rattling. And I go, "What the hell?" And I step out, and I just see the pole, this load-bearing beam, like, vibrating. And I go, "What the hell is happening?" And I quickly realize that the top of it isn't solid, and a bird has fallen down this aluminum pipe and can't get lift because he's down in it. And this is a load-bearing pole, so I can't move the pole. I can't call my landlord because he'll just be like, "Well, you let the bird die. I'm not going to let the porch collapse." And yeah, I'll send this photo from our Christmas photos, but it's that far right pole there you see in that photo. He's inside of that. Let's see. I'll send a couple videos here because I forgot what I did. You can just casually watch this for more of a situation. Anyways, so I moved the nest because I'm like, okay, that nest can't be over that hole anymore. This is going to happen. So I moved the nest. Now, how do you get the bird out?
I don't know.
Yeah, because I'm like, I have to save this bird. And so I get my step stool and I look down and I shine the flashlight and I see him shaking around. I go, shit, he's going to fly out and scratch me. And I immediately grab my drill and I start unscrewing the pole from the bottom. And I go, maybe there's a vent at the bottom I can reach in and grab the bird. So I take out the bottom plate, real man shit with the drill. And I look under, there's nothing. So then I go to the top. I undo all the screws and I undo one that's drilled into the top. And I look around and I go, wait, nothing else is holding my roof up. If I move this pole, do I cease to have a roof? And just on a whim, I text my brother who's built houses, and he goes, that's a load-bearing pole. If you move that, the porch roof collapses. I go, I was one screw away from just moving it, not even thinking about it. And so I go, okay. And then I get, I'm like, okay, there's only like 6 inches of gap above the hole. And so like you can't put anything long down there. And so I get a tape measure, a long 20-foot tape measure, and I just wrap duct tape all around it. And I'm like, I'm just going to put it down there because it bends. The tape will grab the bird. I'll pull him out. And I do that for about an hour, and I never get him out of the hole. So then let's see, do I have this video? Yeah, I do have this video. Then, that is why I filmed when she got home. I found a ball of yarn that we had, and I realized if I threw a ton of yarn down there, the bird would get stuck in it, and I could pull him out like a fishing situation. So I let out like 30 feet of yarn in it. They pile up in there, and I just, as you can see in the video, I'm just slowly reeling in like I'm fishing, but for a bird. And I do it twice. He doesn't come out. Then I shine the flashlight straight down, and it can kind of get some lift. So then I have wife reeling in the yarn. I go to the top and use the flashlight so the bird sees what's happening. And finally, the bird is lifted to the top by the yarn, flutters out, almost makes me fall off my porch because he goes right in my face. We stare at him. We make eye contact, and then he flutters away, and I cried a little bit.
Do you think the bird understands what you did, or was it just like...
I was another thing trying to kill it. Yeah, there's no way he appreciated it. But I was like... Because an hour before, his friends had left. They were standing there watching me like, you going to get that guy? And they had left by now. It was now.
They're like, nah, eat that. Let's get out of
Yeah.
here.
If I was a bird, I'd be like, shit. So then we went in and we got some stuff and we taped up the hole. So now there's no hole there for birds to fall in. So, yeah, I saved a bird. Was very proud. I had spent so long. It was so cold that day. My hands were shaking and I was like, this bird, I need to get this bird. This is a photo I took. I don't know. What do you do? No, wait, I didn't send that to you. Whoops. I sent that to the wrong. Okay, I just realized I'm just posting these in general Discords. Whoop.
I haven't gotten anything.
Wait,
from
you haven't gotten
since-
any of the video? I sent you 5 videos. Why didn't you say something?
The only thing in our group chat right now is I'm going to give you coal.
Kyle, why didn't you say anything? I've sent you 5 videos and they
Just sent me a picture of a sink.
Yeah, before that, but I kept calling you, son of a bitch. This is your fault. So when I said watch these videos while I describe the incident, what were you doing?
I thought you meant like videos in my head as I imagined it.
Okay, watch, son of a bitch. That's yeah, I looked down and it says Suncracker General Discord.
Yeah.
I already clogged the drain. Anyways, now that you see these videos where this poor bird was stuck,
There's the pole.
and you can see in the 4th video, you'll see me fishing for it, which I was.
That is a load-bearing pole?
Yeah, I was an inch from just yanking it out from under there. It's shitty though too. It's like this metal plastic.
Birdie.
But yeah, I'm just fishing for a bird with some winter gloves. I'm freezing my butt off.
This stupid ass video of you with that long ass string on the pole. You're supposed to fish for fish is stupid. Tell me that's not. This is not what you're supposed to do.
Bro thought there was a fish in the pole. There's a bird in the
Bro
pole,
thought there
dumbass.
That's crazy.
Anyway.
What an eventful last week. Good God.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was worried we're going to have to push to next week. I was like, we're going to have a 5-hour podcast because next week we have to do either a Christmas food tier list or a Christmas song tier list. I don't know which one we're going to do on top of everything else. Okay, we're going to be really quick and do emails and comments. And then we'll get out of here. All right, whamopod@gmail.com. Check out whamopod@gmail.com. Yep. Denise emailed me a photo. Denise emailed us that photo. I don't know if you can explain it. Is that
she said that looks exactly like me.
okay? That's what I thought she was going to say. I agree with her. I don't know if yeah, we'll put them side by side. You both look like AI generated Casper the Ghost. So thank you, Denise, for that.
I love not even in the message saying, doesn't this look like Kyle?
No.
Just sending you the photo and you're going to see it and be like, yeah.
I understood. I merely went, I think she's saying that looks like Kyle. Let's see. Hannah sent an email. Challenge suggestion for Kyle. And I might use this. I didn't want to use it this week because I had some more punishments. Hey, Trey, just want to drop a suggestion for a challenge for Kyle. Wax his head. He's been slacking on shaving his head. So she's upset about the hair growing out.
Yeah.
He won't let Denise and I wax it, so force his hand. Even better if you challenge him to wax a reverse mohawk sincerely. A reverse mohawk. Would you let them wax your head?
Okay, when you wax, like, let's
yeah,
say,
when I
like
wax.
a leg hair,
Uh-huh.
it's like, you got lots of those little long dingly danglies. It's just kind of annoying. This is like, if I wax this, it's going to be the most excruciating. You're not supposed to.
The skin from your head is going to peel right off.
Yeah, there's a reason nobody goes and gets haircuts.
Because it's also
with
hot
waxing
wax.
paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be the most excruciating. Don't ever make me do that, please. I would do it. I would do it for the point. But
when
no.
I'm done growing out my hair for a challenge, I really want to take my hair and put it on your head. And I think that'd be really funny.
I would just rock a wig of your hair.
Yeah, you have to make it. I'll just give you the bag of the hair and be like, figure it out. I don't know how to make a wig.
I walk into like a wig maker. I'm like, can you make this look like Trey? And they're like, what?
Who? From WAMO.
From WAMO. Make you look like that.
Dear WAMO, I and a person had a bit of a disagreement. Good news, we figured it out, but it made me think of this question. For both of you, when I say the term yacht rock, what does your brain go to immediately?
Yacht rock. It's like, I don't know. I'm on my boat eating shrimp.
Okay, good. So if I said like a rock song by Kid Rock is yacht rock.
No.
Why not?
No, because that's wrong and you're stupid. Kid Rock is like 50-year-old man trying to party. Rock.
Okay, I'm gonna say something. Is that not what a yacht rocker would listen to? Like what you just described is a person with a yacht who listens to rock. The 50-year-old past tense partier who has a boat getting leathery.
I think there's 50-year-old man on a boat eating shrimp at the beach, and he's just having a midlife crisis. Is very different than like a party full of 18-year-olds, college kids, and there's a 50-year-old man there trying to pick up chicks. That's what a Kid Rock song is like.
Both people you just described in my head listen to Kid Rock. I'm getting so thrown off. I asked wife this question because I learned I don't know what yacht rock is. I had made assumptions based off people who listened to it, and I learned I was wrong because my Spotify rap said I listen to yacht rock, and I go I don't listen to yacht rock. I hate racist rock music because that's what I picture, because I think yacht rock is people who envision that their shitty pontoon boat is a yacht and they listen to rock, which is just anything to the right of AC/DC. Whereas Rage Against the Machine is left of AC/DC. I think yacht rock is anything to the right of AC/DC. Wrong. So I asked wife this, what is yacht rock? And she guessed Bruce Springsteen. Also wrong, but I think Born in the USA, great guess for yacht rock, not yacht rock. Anyway, so I was arguing with Chad about it, and they were calling me really stupid things, but I was just like, no, I'd only heard the pejorative yacht rock to insult a certain group of people with cheap boats and MAGA flags on the back. And for me, those people listen to Kid Rock.
I'm going to scroll down this list of yacht rock songs and sing a snippet of each, and then you just hit me with the yeah, that's yacht rock, or you hit me with the nah, not yacht rock.
Yeah, what happened was they sent me the Wikipedia, and so I do know the technical, but I'm just saying based off vibes, the term yacht rock, it should be called something else.
These are considered yacht rock.
Yes. The number one is on my playlist, which is what annoyed me, because I was like, if that's yacht rock, Kid Rock is, because nobody who would listen to yacht rock listens to Ride Like the Wind.
I'm going to give you some snippets. And some of these I might be wrong, but I'm going to just go down a list and sing you a little snippet. You're a rich girl, when I done too fast, but it don't amount way.
That's yacht rock.
Alrighty. When in this September,
that is not yacht. That's funk.
That's more of a funk, yeah.
Yeah, that's not yacht rock.
Rosanna, yeah, let's go all the way.
That's not music. You're just making that one up. That one's a trick question.
You make my dreams come true.
You make my dreams come true. That's not yacht rock.
This is it by Kenny Loggins? Is that the
This is it? Yeah, this is it. Kenny Loggins
that's the
is
name
yacht
of the
rock.
song.
Kenny Loggins absolutely yacht rock.
Kenny Loggins, the Pina Colada song, Africa by Toto.
Yeah, see, this is a dumb genre. All of these songs,
so weird.
Yeah,
Fleetwood Mac, I can't fight this feeling any. A lot of these are like yacht rock. Yeah. I imagine is a certain level of like not wearing pants.
Yeah,
and a lot of these are like rocking out.
Yeah, I don't get
Wham Bam Shang-a-Lang, great song. Bam Shang-a-Lang. That's not yacht rock.
It's just nobody who has a yacht or a pontoon boat is listening to Ride Like the Wind by Christopher Ross. I want to ride like the wind to be free. Nobody is doing that. And I get that the genre has different origins, but that's crazy.
Reeling in the Years by Steely Dan. That's
you reeling in the years. These are great songs. And I think it's hurting them that they're in the yacht rock category.
Yacht rock feels derogatory.
Thank you. And these are great. And so I've always thought Kid Rock. I think that's because I'm picturing somebody who thinks one day they'll have a yacht, listening to rock music, and that would be Kid Rock. Because nobody who owns a yacht is looking up the yacht rock playlist.
my bucket list: buy a yacht, plug in my phone to a speaker, yacht rock.
Like, I just don't I don't get who it's for. It's a terrible. What did you sent me images of food?
Okay, quick side note, because we brought up shrimp, I remembered. My work had a catered event where guests got catered food, and at the end of the event, they told the employees that we could take home any extra food or it would go in the garbage. That entire bucket of shrimp that you see, I took home. That was me. That was half of the shrimp that was there, I took.
You're going to be so sick. God, I love shrimp.
Me and my dad and I ate half. As in, each of us ate a half.
Right.
That was all in my system, all individual, 1 shrimp per cup in cocktail sauce. We downed it.
Audio listeners, that's 40 pieces of shrimp, each with their own shot of cocktail sauce.
And in the other tin, we have approximately 30 pinwheels.
I love pinwheels.
14 ham and cheese croissantwiches. And the entire bottom is lined with jalapenos with cream cheese and bacon. Oh. I took that tin and we ate all of that.
Dude, I think people are afraid to take food from work parties because, 90% of what I eat is from wife's many work parties. She will come home with a whole 3 pizzas because she works at a dental office, and these dentists are like, yeah, probably 1 full pizza per person. And so she'll just come home with 3 pizzas. I'm like, I don't care what's on them. Give them to me, please.
Something about the idea of being told this food is going to be thrown away unless somebody wants it. And something in my brain goes, I want it.
It doesn't matter if you'll ever eat it. When I leave the movie theater at 9 or 10 p.m., it's the last showing. When you leave, they have all the leftover popcorn for free on the counter, and I always grab some.
That's a thing they do?
At least at my AMC theater. Yeah, after the last showing, because they either throw out the popcorn, they'll have it just in a bunch of buckets lined up as you're going out, and you can just grab it and go. Because I asked them once, and I was like, hey, is this just for anybody? And they go, oh, yeah. So now every time I leave the movie, I got 4 vats of popcorn. It always goes stale, and I throw it away for them. But I'm like, I'm going to take the free popcorn, guy.
Free money hack for people who want popcorn cheap. Go to your local movie theater right at close. 4 big bags of stale popcorn every night.
I was gonna say, if you want to play in a movie night with your girl and be really suave about it, just wait till 9:30 p.m. right as the last movie's shown. They've made the last of their sales. They got to throw out the popcorn. Just wander in, grab it, and go.
If I was on day 14 in a row of walking into my movie theater right at close and saying, it's me, guys, and just grabbing a bunch of popcorn and walking out.
You do one of those YouTube videos where it's just living off the free popcorn at the end of the AMC day for a month. That would be good. But yeah, I love getting free food and free popcorn. We got another email. Dear WAMO, do you have any holiday traditions that you particularly enjoy? It could be food, games, clothing, etc. My family every year does a saran wrap Christmas ball, which is we buy 4 entire 50-feet sheets of saran wrap, and we each buy $50 in small gifts, and in the center you put $50, and you just roll stuff into it until it becomes this literally 40-pound mass like this. It gets bigger every year because it's one of our favorite traditions. And then on Christmas Eve, one of you with oven mitts has to unwrap it. Anything that flies out is yours, and the person to your right is rolling dice. If they get doubles, then it's their turn, and you just keep going till somebody gets to the center and wins the $50. I'm a piece of shit because I don't like to put an effort, and so I make people regret asking me to put an effort. So the first year, I stole a bunch of stuff from my brother's room when I lived there, and I would shove it in there. So I stole somebody's vape charger, somebody's AirPods, and they couldn't open it until Christmas Eve. I would steal change. I would steal just whatever I could. I put a whole couple bananas in there once, a brownie, and it's sitting there for 3 weeks. This year, now that I live away from home, I got to go to Arkansas. I was either going to buy $30 in pennies because they're going out of style. So I was going to get 30, so that'd be 3,000 pennies. But then I found the marble aisle, and I got $50 of marbles, and I got 500 marbles. So we're going to be opening it, and there's going to be marbles flying all over the floor. And my parents got really mad at me for that. But so I'm excited about that.
we did that one year. It was fun, but if I saw a marble ball, I'd be like, God damn it.
So yeah, I'm excited about it. White Elephant's always fun. I do Christmas Tray where me and my friends get together. We go to Kansas City. We exchange gifts, watch some Christmas movies. Last year, everyone canceled except for 5 of us because there was a blizzard in Kansas City and we got stranded for a week. And it was awesome. Ooh. Me and the men played Balatro for 4 days. All the women got sick and hated it because we were really obnoxious and they were missing their jobs. But me, other Kyle, and Bryant were just having a blast of a time watching your Apple TV as well as playing Balatro.
Oh, I'm glad you guys had that.
Yeah, so we're doing that this weekend, and I'm excited.
I got nothing besides like watching Christmas Story every year.
Terrible Christmas movie.
Nope, it's the best one.
It's just farming memes. It says
it's
fragile.
It's moments.
Yeah, it's just moments.
It's moments. It's slice of life. It's memories.
Reel.
It's
Ugh.
like it's like recalling moments from your childhood, and it's just coming to you in chunks.
I don't want to see a 90-year-old geriatric
like.
remember a 1947 abusive Christmas. Because here's the thing. Everyone that can relate to that movie is gone 80 years ago. There's like 2 moments that I can relate to. It is not timeless.
Feeling. It's timeless.
Christmas Vacation is timeless. That is my personal Christmas
Vacation
movie.
Is very similar, but in like
it's
all the
Marvel.
All the It's like while Christmas Story is like, this sucks, but you remember it fondly, and then Christmas Vacation is like,
you remember it fondly, but it does suck.
You remember it fondly, but it sucks.
The movie ends with, I had a little help from Jack Daniels. Like the grandpa's just like, it's like, Dad, how did you do Christmas? Well, I was an alcoholic, son. What else we got? Dear WAMO, my parents hit a snore in their sleep. It has become impossible for me to sleep and need your help. I can't imagine what it's like to be in a room with somebody snoring. That's sarcasm. Kyle is the loudest snorer I've ever met in my entire life. I know snorers who've had to share a room with him, and they regret snoring next to him because he's always the louder snorer. It is shocking.
I get blamed. I don't snore.
You get... You son of a bitch. You just wear earplugs. I don't know. It's not that crazy. It's not uncomfortable. Just wear earplugs. Or put on a bunch of noise machines. Because you've got walls, put on a fan, put on a TV, and there you go. And if they're snoring louder than that, you call it a bomb threat. Dear WAMO, dear Wall, actually, I found myself in a unique situation as I have someone who I kind of look up to saying they'll listen to something I made for feedback. I'm kind of worried about coming off as annoying and impatient as I'm currently waiting for them to get back to me. Last I heard from them was December 2nd. Would it be bad for me to send a message to see how or when, or should I wait as I want to try to get this done before December? Please let me know. What are my options?
Whatever you sent was so bad, they're never going to talk to you ever again.
I've mastered the art of saying, hey, asshole, you haven't replied for 2 weeks. Please reply in a polite way. I mainly learned it through Kyle because I almost always have to double message Kyle before I get a response.
I was going to say, as somebody on the other end, I just, so many times, especially now with cell phones, you'll get a message from somebody and you'll look at it and it's always this, I don't really know how to respond now, but I'll know later. And then literally weeks or a month, somebody will be like, hey, about that thing I sent you. And I'm like, oh, yeah.
9 times out of 10, they just forgot to reply. And if it's the 1 time out of 10, they're just an asshole. And then why look up to them? So just politely, here, what you do is you ask, you don't say, hey, reply to me, because that can be, you say, so if you already, you go, hey, by the way, when you do get a chance to look at it, I forgot to mention, I also wanted to know what you thought of this aspect of it. You just add a detail that you forgot to ask about to put it back in their head. Pro tip.
What you do is you don't even address it, but you just get in their conscious. So you'd be like, by the way, does this look infected? And it's like a picture of your toe. And then they go, and then they see the message above and they're like, oh yeah, I gotta do that.
I gotta listen to this guy's stuff. His toe's infected. I gotta hurry. And I think that is the end of the emails. Let me double check.
I'm so glad my internet came back. I'm like, I was going to have to take all this audio, convert it to my phone, and then convert it to the Google Drive, like find all these steps, because after we hit recording, this is the final recording from my dad's. I'm moving everything to my place. And until I get internet. So it's like, the idea that internet went out here too, I was screwed.
It's either you had to do that or I have to edit this 2-hour podcast. I don't think this will be 2 hours. We'll see, though, how it turns out. Frick, where were the comments that I saved? There they are.
There's a lot to cut out of me scrambling around on my
Yes. Flower Baby 789 on Spotify says, first of all, Carl, I was the one who liked Christmas shoes. You put me on the spot, and it's a beautiful, heartwarming song, you bald jerk.
That's Hannah. She punched me.
She punched you for saying you didn't like Christmas shoes?
She punched me. I had no idea why. She came up and she hit me. I'm like, ow, what was that? And she's like, Christmas shoes. It's a great song.
It's a terrible
and I'm
song.
like, that song sucks. And I'm like, it ruins the vibe. And she's like, you don't listen to it. You listen to it when you're in the mood. And I'm like, what part of the month of Christmas are you in the mood to be sad?
So wife listened to the podcast and she asked me about it because she never heard it either. And so I played it for her and she goes, why didn't you tell me it was sad? And it just bummed her the fuck out for the rest of the night. She goes, that's a really bad and sad song. Why would anyone make that or listen to that? And I was like, yeah, no, it's terrible. I'm with you. God, yeah, no.
I'm gonna host one day in the future. I want to be one of those houses that spends like $10,000 a year on Christmas light shows, where you go to their house and you sit in front of it. It lights up in time to the music and it does all of that. But people are gonna get there and it's just gonna be Christmas shoes on loop all night with the lights going.
Yeah, there's the K-pop house, there's the Jingle Bells house, and then you're the Christmas shoes house. That's so. It's just the music video on loop. It's not even creative. It's just a giant projector screen. Anyway, shit. All right, that is the podcast. That has to be the end of it. Your options this week for the audience: eat a block of cheese in a unique place. Same for Kyle. He also has to hold a cardboard sign and interview people. And here's a bonus challenge: watch one of these movies. Watch one of these movies and tell me what you thought about The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, Elysium, Bruno, Hancock, The Florida Project, The Country Bears, Toy Story 3, Vin Diesel's The Pacifier, Her, Fever Pitch, or Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
I will give a thumbs up to anybody who watches The Country Bears during goddamn Christmas week.
Dude, it's one of my favorite movies. Have you ever seen The Country Bears?
I've seen it. I had to watch it in school.
We need to save the town.
They put it on to entertain us, and the kids were like dumbstruck.
Dude, I love it. There's the fun car wash sequence. There's the bear that went Hollywood, and they got it. He's like, "No, I got my own. I don't need to go back to that old club." And they play a song for him. He goes, "Man, you're right. I do." And the little guy, he hangs out the roof of the bus, and he's just sitting. And he's like, "Yeah."
For anybody who doesn't know, Disney World has like a Chuck E. Cheese room with animatronic bears that play country songs. And it's just kind of like the stupidest, most pointless, nobody goes in their exhibit. And they're like, we know what'll get people in those if there's like a movie about it.
I didn't know that. I've only known the movie media, and I've loved it since I was a kid.
I'm pretty sure it's shut down now. There's no way Country Bears exists still at Disney World.
It's one of my
8 animatronics.
One of my favorite vocal stems is this country bear right there. Is I'll be sitting at the dinner table. I'll be sat back and like somebody's arguing or they're talking about politics, and I go, "We need to save the town. We've got to play. We got to save the club. We got to do it. We got to play the music."
Like, I'm going to send you this photo. Imagine being in Disney World and there's a million things you could possibly be doing, and your mom drags you to the Country Bear Jamboree and it's just 6 robots.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Them's my favorite. Why is The Simpsons in this image?
I ignore The Simpsons. I don't know why that's in there.
Yeah, no, that's worse than the movie. I wouldn't like that if I'd seen the movie.
Anyway, so thank you guys for watching. Are you just watching the Country Bears trailer right now?
This attraction was the Country Bears Playhouse was closed on September 9th, 2001 to make way for the Winnie the Pooh attraction. That was probably the worst disaster of that week.
The Winnie the Pooh was there 9/11. They were like, this is obviously the worst thing to happen at Disney World this week. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this great Christmas set. I worked so hard on making the podcast look beautiful. He has been Kyle. I have been Trey. Email swimopod@gmail.com. P.O. Box is on the screen. It's in the description below. Hopefully this is out by Friday in time. Next Friday, who knows what's going to happen. Christmas is crazy. Kyle's moving. Send in your Christmas questions. Next week will be the full-on Christmas episode. And then hopefully in the next couple weeks. What?
Today, okay, so because of our delay, it's Thursday. You want to record on Monday. You think I could do these challenges in 4 days?
I'd give you a bonus. Okay, first of all, you know what? Okay, I'll do a rare thing. I will, because they're such fun challenges. I'll give you till not next episode, but I'll give you 2 episodes.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. And I'll hope that nicety comes back to me.
I'll go a little easier on your, yeah.
Yeah, because we're going to be going in tandem at a certain point here. Going towards the end of the year.
At one point, it's going to be, we like rock, paper, scissors, we throw out a challenge at the same time. So that it's like we can't, there's no animosity from the previous week. It's like we're just sharing
it's going to be the second week of January. We're filming, you're shirtless, and you're like, you want to find some bubblegum this week, Trey? So, thank you guys for watching the WAMO Podcast. We'll see you guys next week. This has been episode 17. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Merry Christmas. Wait, it's not that time yet.
Next week's the Kringler episode.
The Kringler. Try 2 tricks.
Yes.
And if they both fail, we pretend I didn't go.
I can edit it.
But don't pretend too loud because we don't want people upset.
I'm going to attempt the flag girl, spin, throw very, very high in the air, and while incredibly drunk, catch it before it hits the ground.
Yeah, it's a good thing we came outside.
You're kind of on an angle if you want to go up a little higher.
Yeah, you were on like...
Yeah, back into the
There
spider,
you go.
honey. You'll be fine.
Just don't take out our tree or I'll kill you.
Those apple juices must be hidden.
Apple juice is hit.
What is that, Welch's?
There's the 2 hand,
Oh.
Damn.
and then there's the 1 hand.
Oh.
This is so much better than I thought this was going to be.
I wish it was on fire,
Flip with a
though.
broom.
All right, now it's going up, and I'm not going to catch it.
Okay.
Just don't break a window.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god, Theo Nani is so fucking wet right now.
One more attempt. I almost had it, but I got scared.
Teal. Next year, put glow sticks on it.
I'm supposed to bring glow sticks. I literally had glow sticks to bring
Do you
too.
want me to turn on a flashlight?
Yeah, shine it up there.
Yeah. There you go, buddy. That'll help.
Thanks, bud.
Just know you're performing for the whole block.
Oh, that was close.
Do it again, please.
Final attempt.
Neil, I think you did drop something though. On a real note,
Yeah,
Behind you.
I don't want you to forget it.
5 steps
There's
back.
100%.
Don't think about
Yeah, I
that.
see.
Not now.
Yes.
Shiny.
I just don't want you to forget.
I hope I
I
didn't
don't
bring
want to lose
phone
my
out
horse,
here.
girl.
Holy shit.
My horse. Here we go.
Are you sure you don't need an assistant, honey?
Don't pick Kyle. He tries to fuck you.
Whoa. Good throw.
Oh! Yes!
He fucking got it!
You're a wizard, Harry.
If I would have killed that tree, I would have felt so bad.
You got it though.
We bought it
That was fucking awesome.
There's our second
Thought the
one.
tree had a football.